For this demo, I will use just empty Playwright project. You see, it doesn't have any test, empty test folder. And if you don't know how to set up Playwright from scratch, I'll put the video below in the description with those instructions. So the prerequisite for this demo would be, first of all, to install Playwright extensions. Go to Extensions tab in VS Code and type Playwright. This is the extension. I already have it. Just install it if you don't have it yet. After you install Playwright extension, you will have this Test Explorer tab over here. And in the very bottom, you will see the drop-down Playwright that has useful tool sets. So this is our tools, the project selections. I have just a Chromium project. And if you want to show or disable the show in the browser when you run the test. What we are looking for is this tool set for this demo. So when you start writing your test from scratch, instead of doing this completely from scratch, finding the locators, clicking the buttons and so on, you can speed up this process by a lot using built-in Playwright Recorder, which works very well. Let me show how to use it. So click on Record New button. And this Record New button generates for you a new spec file and run a blank version of the Chrome browser so you can start writing your tests. So for this demo, I will use application conduit.bondaracademy.com, hit enter. And let's say we automate this scenario. I click on sign in, I enter my account testgen at test.com, password is test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, then click sign in. All right, I'm logged in. Then let's say click on new article, create a new article, test title, test description, and then test body, and then publish the article. All right, article is created, and after the article was created, I click delete the article, and that's it. So closing the browser, and look what we have over here. So first of all, the recorder is using the recommended Playwright approach to the locators using get by role. When it's possible, it's try to use get by role. And also, it records literally all your steps in the browser that you do. For example, here before typing our email, we clicked into this input field and I pressed tab on the keyboard to type my password. But we know for automation, we don't need to click into the input field to fill this form or click on the tab. It's just not necessary. So after you recorded your scenario, you need to review and just make sure that it doesn't have the redundant steps. Let me remove some of this stuff. I remove this click, I remove this tab, then I click on the sign in button, that's all right. Then look, new article, it just found some special characters in the application. Let's clean this up. I remove this stuff. Then again, I don't need to click before typing the title. Then I don't need to use tab. I don't need to use tab over here. We can clean up this locator a little bit just to make it better readable. Write your article, we keep it like this, then publish the article. And for some reason, it recorded delete article twice, but I clearly clicked it just once. So I remove this and I clean a little bit up over here. That's it. Let's try to run it. So now I run this scenario, it runs the browser and it executing my scenario perfectly fine. That's how easy it is, guys. So now let's imagine that for this scenario, I want to update it a little bit. And let's say that before publishing the article right here, instead of just adding the title, description, and body, I want also add the text. How would I do about this? So first of all, I need to stop my test at the point where I want to continue it. So I will temporarily remove the steps right here, put the cursor where I want to continue my test, and then I run this test. So the test will stop in the browser over here. So, all right, it stopped the point where I need, and then I want to enter my tags and publish the article. And I want Playwright to record this. So going back to the extension and I click on record at cursor. So my cursor currently over here. So I click record at cursor and look, the recorder was attached to the instance of the browser, to the open instance of the browser. And I now can continue my scenario. For example, I type hello world, hit enter, and the tag was added. I click publish the article, and I click delete the article, and I completed my scenario, closing the browser. And look, the steps were added. So closing this, the steps were added. Added the text, publish the article, and delete the article. Yeah, so I don't need this. I don't need this. And also I don't need click before typing the tag name like this. So this is my revised scenario with entering the text, publishing the article, and deleting the article. Let's see if it's working. So running the test, and it is working correctly. All right, so let's move on. So let's say that I want to add now assertions, and preferably I want to do it automatically as well without, doing some manual work. So, and I want to add the assertions before the deleting the article. So I publish the article, add assertions, and then deleting the article. So I comment this step, put the cursor over here, go into my extension, record at cursor. Hold on, I need to run the scenario. So publish the article. Article is published, fine. Then record at cursor and record at cursor. And here in this little pop-up, I have this button called assert text. So I click on this assert text, and then what I want to assert. Let's say I want to assert the title. I click on the title, and the text that I want to assert is this one. Okay. And let's say I want to add second assertion, our tag that we created before, hello world, like this, and click on this guy, and I delete the article. Okay. So let's review what we have. So delete article was duplicated one more time. I don't know why it's doing this. But what is more important is this stuff. So we have two assertions, assertion number one, assertion number two. And look how assertions are created. It creates the to contain text. So this is kind of partial match. It's not exact validation of the text. And you want to look into those details, and when possible, update your assertion for more exact match, and also look at the locators that are generated. They are not always perfect. So here, get by role heading, well, it looks fine for me. I think if I just change to more exact assertion to have text has title, this scenario should work. So let's try this. Running the test, and test completed. Yeah, test passed. But for this app article page, I don't like this locator, because most likely it's gonna fail if I change it to have text, because this app article page most likely have more than just hello world, and we need to update this guy manually. So let's run this test, and we stop right here, and the test will fail. Yeah, the test failed expectedly. So let's look why. You see, it's highlighted the entire section because it's looking for the entire section of the page, but we need just the hello world. We can fix it manually, not a big deal. So right click, inspect, and I'm looking for the tag specifically. So I need this tag list class, and just get this li tag. Yeah, seems like a reasonable solution. So now I'm going back over here and make a manual update. So instead of this locator, I do like this, and then space li, and this will target exactly the tag hello world. So going back, delete the article, closing the browser, and running the test one more time. Running the test one more time, and now test passed successfully, assertion passed successfully. So that's it. That's how easy you can set up the initial layout of your test using Playwright Recorder. It is a lot faster than using AI or Playwright MCP, by the way. If you want to look my video about Playwright MCP, I'm gonna put it in the description down below as well. So when you use Recorder like this, so key things to consider. First of all, After the recording, review your test and clean up everything what is not necessary. The second thing, make sure that locators are correct and accurate. If Playwright creates for you very broad selector for your assertions, make sure you catch this and update it manually. And after the initial layout setup for your test, you can break this down to page objects, reusable functions, or whatever. Anyway, it is faster than doing just the things manually. Alright, so if you have any questions, concerns, comments, write them down and put a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Cheers!